Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever and wherever you. Welcome back to the Beta Plan, playing Planescape Torment. Still being stuck in the brothel. Yeah, I think it is time that perhaps we do something about that, but we have a quest here, so I'm gonna stick around in the brothel. I have no problem. What are you talking about? Absolutely no problem whatsoever. But yeah, I had some questions, Nenny, because Nenny, you were quite talkative. Well met, good sir. I'm Nenny, and how are you this Ooh, we've met before. Nenny giggles and smiles gleefully at you. I'm sorry, I knew you looked familiar though. Oh, you are the first one to put it that kindly. So, I'm trying to find Vivian's scent. Do you know where it might be? Nenny frowns deeply. What? Oh, I just can't. I can't say anything bad about anyone. I'm just no good at it. It's not bad to point out a thief, Nenny. Oh, but I don't know if she's a thief. And then he bites her lips and looks at you with pleading eyes as if she's just wishes you to leave the topic alone. Look, why don't you try and say something nice, not nice about her? Oh, alright. And then he puts her hands on her hips and frowns deeply, almost exaggeratedly. You resist the temptation to laugh. Oh, I dislike her very, very much. She pauses for a moment, then looks at you at the corner of her eye, as if gauging your reaction. Is that convincing? No, not really. Sorry. Then he frowns. I knew I wouldn't be any good at this. She looks up at you, depressed. Do you know how hard it is to say bad things about someone? It feels so wrong. Oh, why don't you practice on me, Nenny? I suppose I could try. She looks dubious. You big, mean, nasty brute. She puts her hands on her hips. Meanie, she looks at you. How's that? Put more accent on brute. You big, mean, nasty brute! Better. Oh, hit me. Then he clamps her hands over her mouth, looking shocked. I couldn't! I mustn't, she blinks. How does one hit somebody anyway? Go ahead, do it lightly, if you have to. Remember, I'm a big, mean, nasty brute. I deserve it. Then he slaps you. You barely feel it. She still looks shocked and frightened she hurt you. Oh, I'm sorry, did I hurt? Tell me you're okay. Don't break character, Nenny. Come on, show me what you've got. You can say something bad, just let it all out. Oh, I mean, Oh. Then he draws her tiny frame to its full height, and balls her hands into fists, puts them on her hips, and scrunches up her face in a cute scowl. Oh, damn be you. You deserve that for all those indignities you put me through. Getting out late at night, her eyes roam up and down your body. Getting into fights and getting all scarred up. What are the kids going to think, kids? What? Nenny, fury rises another notch. Have you forgotten our children? Are you so sodden with drink that you can't even remember that we have children? Then he throws up her hand in exasperation. You're hopeless, clueless, and a lot of other lessons I won't mention right now. Okay. Good, Nenny. Time to calm down now. Time to let go of the anger. It's okay. Then he sighs tiredly. Phew, that was easier than I thought. No kidding. And I'm sure I'll do better next time. I'm so excited to have learned something new. Thank you. Sensates. Sure, I have a question now. Please ask, she smiles giddily. So, I'm trying to find Vivian's sense, as said before.
Updated my journal.
Maybe I saw that mean Marissa sneaking out of Vivian's room one night. Now, I'm not saying she took it, but I know Marissa's not a very nice person, and that sure sounds suspicious, huh? I'll go ask her about it. And he nods at you. That's all I wish to know. Thank you. Farewell, Nenny. Get out of here, because before she kinda wants to pin more stuff on me. No. Out of tongue. You do not get out of your room. Probably she's out of her room.
Done.
Because the patron is getting her stuck. But Marissa is over here, I believe. Yes, this is indeed Marissa. I like what I see. Well, thank you very much. Marissa's cold, cruel voice hisses out from the dark. It returns. You have a reason for coming this time, I trust. Or you're just more of your pointless questions. More pointless questions, Marissa. Ask. I was told you were seen sneaking away from Vivian's chambers recently. Is that connected with her missing sense somehow?
Updated my journal.
Marissa says nothing, though an angry hiss issues from the dark around her. Yes, I've been known to creep into Vivian's chambers for some of her perfumes. Though I doubt you'll meet another I doubt you'll meet another here who hasn't. If you're implying that I've got her personal scent, well, feel free to sniff around. You'll not find it on me or in my chambers, I assure you. Perhaps whoever took my crimson veil took Vivian's scent as well. Your veil has been stolen?
Updated my journal.
My veil, my crimson veil. Have you seen it, perchance? No. And what is it for? Is it just a normal veil? Marissa sighs quietly. No, not quite. It aids in communication. Face-to-face communication, that is. Why do you need to hide your face? You've been, well, somewhat, sensitive about that before. Enough of these unsigned questions. How tirelessly annoying they are. Now, what do you want? Okay, nothing for real, sorry. Well, 2 ladies are missing personal effects.
All right.
Now, which person would like some personal effects from some ladies, eh?
All right.
Oh, yeah, now I remember. This is Lewis, the talking Omar. I had some questions, Lewis. I'm trying to find Marissa's Crimson Veil. Do you know where it might be? I heard she used it to walk about in Crimsonville, but that she had recently taken her room and darkened it. I did not know what I had occurred, so this veil of hers is missing then. Yes. I'm trying to find Vivian's scent. Oh dear, yes, I had heard about that. Most unfortunate. Did you ever have the exquisite pleasure of braving in her scent of hers? The Amar's drawers seemed to shudder with delight. Absolutely wondrous it was. But sadly, no. I know not where the good Lady Vivian's scent might be found. Right. What can you tell me about the silent prostitute? Yes, Echo. She can't have always been mute, you know. Otherwise, I'm most certain she would have learned some other means of communicating in the meantime. Must be a recent occurrence. So, I need a sneak peek in you somehow. What can you tell me about this place? He doesn't say much. So why are you more in this brothel? Women know about this. We have already gone down this route. But if we want to ask for something, well, they'll say they'll need something from you to keep quiet about this. Very well. Hush. Open the third drawer in your scallywag. As you reach your hand into the drawer, it slams shut on your fingers with great force. Searing pain races through your hand as you withdraw your battered fingers. Come on, fall from grace, say something about this. Ah, cretin. Idiot. Open a drawer, I said, and you reach in. He slams his drawer again for emphasis, then begins shaking with laughter. I'm going to tell them right now. First, I would tell you this one thing. I have been popping in and out of the brothel for a good long time. I'm quite knowledgeable regarding both its occupants and their activities. I assure you that talking about me is utterly worthless. Not only will you lose me as a potential source of information, but I simply disappear before someone comes to investigate your claims, leaving you looking the fool. He will just trip you up for chilling then. You'll do nothing of the sort. Why, even the most common of man knows that one can't commit an act of violence within the brothel. You simply will be cast out. And even that were not the case. I assure you my command of the art is quite impressive. That sounds a little bit like X-Files logic. Logic that is questionable but prevents you from doing anything. Can you return to normal? Yes, he can. Do you know anything about Ravel Puzzlewell? Which is, by the way, the lady that we were told about, a night hag that has some influence on a person. In case you forgot, after all, we have spent quite a while within the brothel. Few folks who dwell in single for any length of time don't. I must wonder though, was it about her you wish to know? I need to find her. You're mad, you know, quite mad. Utterly balmy, I believe, is a common term for it. Ravel was banished from Sigil long ago, and if she's not dead, you'll wish you were. You somehow succeeded in finding her, she devoured all of those who sought her out her before. Is said, and will likely do the same. Deserve us. I would leave well enough alone. That's all I wish to know. You know what? Echo. I want to talk to you, even if you cannot talk. Greetings again. I had some questions. I know you cannot talk, but I'm trying to find Marissa's Crimson Veil. Do you know where it might be? She shakes her head, shrugging, and gives you an apologetic look. That's unfortunate. How about Vivian's scent? No, also not. Alright, well that's unfortunate. I kind of forgot how to solve this mission.
All right.
Woo-hoo! Bugger and piss. We'll find out if Nenny is not the... Marissa's Crimson Veil.
Done.
And it's not in the Amoir? I am really, really surprised. I had some questions.
Updated my journal.
Ah, there we go. I'm trying to find Marissa's Crimson Veil. Do you know where it might be? No, I haven't seen it since the last time she wore it out. But then he might have seen something. So try asking her. I'll admit it's been nice. Marissa won't leave her chamber without the veil, and so we've all been spared from her foul tongue, leaving us only Kamaski to deal with, which is the abusive verbal lady over here, also with some physical pain, as we saw her handle her client. As Kamaski is the worst of the two, though. Yes, I know, but how so, actually? Marissa's haughty and mean, but Kamaski, she's a bitter, spiteful monster of a woman, with a venomous tongue and the demeanor of a Baylor. I can't see why anyone would like to speak with her. Sincerely doubt her appearance makes up for that flame poisonous mouth of hers, but she receives patrons nonetheless. No worries. But alright, I should re-ask Nenny apparently. I did not realize that. Nenny, do you know something about the Crimson Veil?
Updated my journal.
I'll bet I do. I saw that nasty Kamaski Enertong sneak out of Marissa's room one night. They're both meanies, you know, but Kamaski's really awful. Anyway, I'll talk to her first. Alright then. Alright, I gotten back on track. Where are you? I just cannot leave this brothel alone. Well, here you are, looking ugly as ever. Back for some more Kamaski abuse, eh? Oh no, I had some questions. The tiefling rolls her eyes, and that makes you think I care? Why did you lick my backside? My tongue is not wide enough, and I don't like hair in my mouth. Well, you seem to like the taste of an offal in your mouth, you dung-breathed cretin. Only because it's like kissing you, you mangy stinkpot. Kiss me? She makes a retching sound. I'd rather kiss the bloody mass of a Flingham than lay my lips on you, no thanks. Don't thank me, thank the power someone actually wants to kiss you. Kamaski looks at you at a loss for something to say. For an instant, a smile threatens to crack the grimacing mask of her face, and she becomes more of a basilisk than ever. Alright, what do you want of me? Questions answered. She looks annoyed at you. Fine, whatever, ask. I was told you were seen sneaking away from Marissa's chamber recently. Is that connected with her missing veil somehow? Kamaski flies into a rage. Who do? She suddenly falls silent, glaring at you from narrowed eye. If I was that burg, I didn't take her filthy veil. Search my room if you like. I catch you sniffing at my breeches, though. I'll see to it that you're never allowed in here again. Why would anyone ever sniff your breeches?
Updated my journal.
Beats me. Someone nicked more than a few pair of them, though. My favorite leather brazier, too, with the iron stud. He humps angrily. That's all I wanted to know. Nenny, do you know something about that? Because a lot of things seem to be missing. Kamaski said someone's been taking things from her room, too. Have you seen anything odd?
Updated my journal.
Nenny's eyes suddenly go wide. Oh, that's right. Oh, thank you. You know, once I saw a man sneaking into Kamaski's room while she was out talking to a patron. I watched the front doors all that day, but he never ever left. Isn't that odd? I don't think he could have made it out of the window, and so I never figured out where he went. And then I totally forgot about it. Weird, huh? That's all for all, Nenny. Yeah, we do need the grimoire. Louis, you lying little practitioner of art, I am going to chop you up into firewood if you don't watch out. Blast and darnation you. I had some questions. Nenny told me she saw a man leaving Kamaski out of Storm's room. I think that was you, Louis. You think? How could you be so alarmingly rude, so ludicrously presumptuous as to spout forth such accusation without being absolutely certain of your charges? How dare you, impertinent brass cur! Why ought to? As Louis reels and curses, his drawers opens and close. You know, there's a small bundle of crimson cloth tucked alongside some clothes. The repeated opening and closing on the ward drawers makes it difficult to grab, however. wait for an opportunity to grab it. We don't have a lot of dexterity. You stand poised at the edge of the armoire. It keeps gabbing on, but it never seems to stay open long enough for you to grab the cloth. Try and snap your hand in while the drawer is open. This is probably gonna hurt. You simply cannot move your hand quickly enough to snatch the crimson cloth from within Lewis. The most you could accomplish would be getting your fingers crushed. Well, then we will do it on strength. Bag and wine for the cloth would of course be on charisma. Give me would be a threatening action, but I have a lot of strength. I have 19 strength, so pull open the drawer. Stop, I say. Watch the house. Don't scratch the finish. Damn you, praying filth. Your maw puts up a valiant effort, but you finally pull the drawer open and yank at a cloth, a translucent crimson veil from within. Tucking it away, you notice that it is perfumed with a light, exotic, and most pleasant fragrance. Damn it, you rogue, blackguard, scoundrel! You give me back this instant! That's not yours. That's an exceedingly personal garment that belongs to a lady of this establishment. And they would not want to appreciate following their private things. Oh, but it's alright for you, you wooden pervert. I'm not doing anything so criminal and malicious as you are. I'm merely soaking in the sensations necessary to find growth as an individual. Yes. Well, Lewis. Alright, we have it.
Done.
Now we need to find Vivian again. And then we will give her scent, and then we will give the veil back. Oh, and then there are even more things we can do here. But I think it is about time to leave the brothel. I'm getting a little bit cabin fever, I believe. Vivian greets you with a polite half smile. Had you any luck in finding my scent, perchance? Yes, I found it in this... Sorry. Yes, I found it in this red veil, which is completely nonsense because it is a crimson veil. Hence, I got a little bit confused.
Updated my journal.
Vivian's eyes lighten up. Oh, how simply wonderful. She takes the veil from your hand, mutters a few words over it, and returns it to you. She shakes out her crimson hair. She has red hair. Some writers got things mixed up here. And in the moments you are surrounded by the most intensely exotic and arousing scent you've ever had the pleasure of smelling. That smells... great. It does, doesn't it? She smiles at you. And as you have done such a favor for me, so I wish to perform one for you. Stand close to me, scarred one. I'll approach her. You step closer to Vivian. She takes your hand and, turning it over, takes a single cautious sniff of your wrist. Phew! She wrinkles her nose. Vinegar? Or embalming fluid? Here, I will remove the smell from you. She mutters a few strange syllables and a light, tingling sensation spreads over your skin. In moments, your chemical reconvalescence substantially. There. How's that? People should be less eager to avoid conversation with you now. Thanks, Vivian, for will. And voila, we have gained even more charisma. Now we're starting to gain some charisma. 12 charisma. It isn't good, but it isn't bad. It isn't below average, which 9 is, as you may understand. But Marissa, thanks to removing the scent, we have your crimson veil. So let's give that to you. I cannot pass because my companions are in the way.
Enduring, grow strong.
Marissa's cold, cruel voice hisses from out of the darkness. It returns. For coming... do you have a reason for coming this time, I trust? Yes, actually I've brought your crimson veil. Then would you please hand it over? Of course, here you are.
Updated my journal.
You hold the crimson veil before you and feel her take it from your hands. Ah, yes, much better. 2 shining points of red light appear before you as she opens her eyes. So that's what you look like. Perhaps I would have been better off with my eyes shut. Watch that forked tongue of yours, Marissa. Do not even get me started. I had some questions though. Why do you remain behind this screen? Marissa silent for a time before answering. At first it was because I had lost my crimson veil, but now I do not know. Perhaps I've grown accustomed to dealing with my patrons in this manner, and I've grown to enjoy it. In time, I imagine I will tire of it and venture out into Sigil once more, but for now I'm comfortable here. Well, I had another question, because... why is it so dark in here? What are you? Marissa is silent for a time before answering. Oh no, it doesn't say it.
Some new tricks?
I know, for instance, that Marissa actually is a Medusa. She can stone-wool things for you. And I know, for instance, you can ask your pet Limlin to be made into stone by her. But why would I ever do that to my lovely little Limlin? So cute! I want it. And we will come back here because, for instance, we know that Delora misses her keys in the Civic Festival, and we were told by several people to visit the Civic Festival, so perhaps it is about time that we get out of here. What is your thing? You're also a messenger. Well, you have a lot fancier clothes than the messenger we found outside the mortuary. This slender young man approaches you wearing a somewhat worried expression. 1,000 pardons, sir, but I'm looking for a certain man, and I think you might be able to help me. Oh? How so? I'm a messenger, sir, who seeks a man it said cannot die, a scarred man for whom death is nothing but a more trivial of annoyances. You match the admittedly vague description I was given, sir. I wondered if you were he. Just who wants to know? I am in the hire of a wealthy noblewoman, Yomi Sima, sir. Well, I'm the man you are looking for. He nods, then bows deeply to you. A message for you then, sir. Mistress Yomi of the House Sima, a lady of high standing, has sent me. Mistress Yomi would meet you in the Civic Festival where she would make a proposal of which I know nothing to you. Should you choose to seek her out, she wears green silks trimmed with gold and has hair the color of blue steel. That is the extent of my message, sir. Farewell. Farewell.
Dated my journal.
Well, we have done that as well.
All right.
Any luck? Not ready here for you yet. There's a harlot, but a lot better scented one, probably. Yeah, this beautiful, seductive attired prostitute is a far cry from what you saw in the hive. She smells of extensive perfumes, and the lines of her face are subtle, accentuated with lightly painted lines of soft, warm colors. She smiles as you approach her and curtsies gracefully. Greetings, good sir. Seeking to quench your lusts, Mistress Gray's brothel cannot satisfy, I hope. No thanks, farewell. A pity. Please return should you have change of heart, good sir. I'll be eagerly awaiting you. Farewell. Say there, Chief. What do you say? How about spotting old Maud a bit of jink? It's been more than a while, you know. The last time I said no. And the harlot wasn't very happy. What about this, miss? Would you even go with a skull? The young woman examines Maud critically for a time, then nods. Yes. Yes, I think I could do that. Well, I could certainly come up with something. All for the same fee, of course. A petty 500 commons. What? Actually, Maud, we've got to get going. Farewell, miss. Holy shit! That is a lot of money there. Now, if we go down here, we are going to go into some nice little bashing territory. And that's, of course, something that we would like to know, but do we want to do that now? This is diligence. I am a little uncertain where to go in first because there are several interesting things here. I say, we're gonna go for this establishment. Pestle Cullen. Pestle Kiln, I should say. I put the L in the first place. You see a wall-eyed fellow whose skin seems to writhe and ripple across his entire body. He's smacking his chapped lips with a botched tongue. As you watch, his right eye moves independently on the left, focusing on you. A second later, the left one flicks to look your way, then reverts to its original position. The right eye blinks. A strange gurgling comes from his throat. Greetings. The man gives you a lopsided grin and points at himself with a right thumb. Pestle, I'm called the Alchemist. He points at himself again, then this time with the left index finger. The name's Kiln. You need something? Are you alright? I am. His throat convulses for a moment and relaxes. A large green glowing pustule suddenly bursts from the side of his neck. You? Something you need an answer. His throat clenches again, and as a wave of quivering flesh swells a blistering green pustule black beneath the skin of his throat. He coughs violently for a moment and seems to relax. Phew. May I ask what happened to you? The left eye rolls upward in exasperation. The right eye looks askance. Too much to drink. Too much of what, though? Potions I drank. Too many potions. Oh, his mouth slides down beneath his chin. His left nostril forms another one. The most I ever drank. That's for certain. A polymorph they were. And brewed limbo. The plane of chaos. You numbskull. You messed with the Ords. Anything I could do to help? The man's eyes turns inwards to look at each other and then back to you. Dunno. He shudders. The mouth below his chin moves up to envelope the one in his nostril formed. This sort of thing happens quite often. We seem to help but sample the stock. If you find a way to help us, the two of us would be grateful, sir. I'll find a way and I'll let you know. Well, that is an interesting predicament you two get yourself into.
Done. Done.
Well, let's then go to this building, shall we? This is something that is amazing. I've actually put this place for my own D&D group to visit. I am a DM of a group, and well, I have a Planescape setting in the weekends and in the weekdays, my own setting. But yeah, this museum I provided for them as well to visit because I love it. But that is for our next episode. I say thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.